Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio, so then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened on Friday?
Wow. No. Not at all.
Yeah, I kind of don't either, but it's something about this guy, Jephthah, and he delivered the Israelites from the Ammonites. And
okay.
They went back and forth with the Israelites were doing bad, then they were doing good. And then
so like the entire
those judges.
book so far.
Yeah.
Where they go back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And then the final line was, the leaders of Gilead said to each other, whoever attacks the Ammonites first will become ruler over all the people of Gilead.
Oh, that's right. It was a prize.
Yeah.
They got if they did the attacking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to look it up because I was like, I don't even know.
I mean, it's Easter weekend, and like, not that we did much, but like, I don't know, we did a lot. We did cleaning today.
We did cleaning.
Today, we set up a new podcast
today
studio.
Being Sunday as we're recording this, not Monday as you're listening.
Right. Yeah.
So we weren't really on, hey, how about that Bible, huh? we weren't on that.
No, we weren't. But we did set up a new place to record our podcast, so
yeah, we did.
That's kind of cool.
That's fun.
Right.
Whee!
All right, well, what are we reading today?
We are reading Judges chapter 11.
Let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, Judges chapter 11.
Okay.
Now, Jephthah of Gilead was a great warrior.
Because they said so.
Because he was.
But not as great as Nimrod. There's a big callback here for
Yeah, I
saying
wonder
Nimrod
if he was.
still the best.
Do you think?
I mean,
They said he was great, but do you think that Jephthah was...
I'm still talking about Nimrod. Do you think I'll still be talking about Jephthah?
No.
Yeah, so Nimrod. Okay. Totally.
Well, Jephthah was the son of Gilead, but his mother was a prostitute.
Oh, man.
I hate it when my mother's a prostitute.
I know, right? It just ruins my whole life.
Gilead's wife also had several sons, and when these half-brothers grew up, they chased Jephthah off the land. Ugh.
Apparently, They didn't like him.
I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know.
You will not get any of our father's inheritance, they said, for you are the son of a prostitute.
Oh, I see. He was like
he's the
bastard son. Yeah.
And they went, nah, at him.
Okay, got it.
So Jephthah fled from his brothers, I would too,
right,
and lived in the land of Tob, but not the land of Nod.
Okay.
Yep. Soon he had a band of worthless rebels following him.
Those damn worthless rebels.
I see. They're going to paint him as a bad guy because his mother was a prostitute.
Well, of course.
Yeah. That equates to evilness. I see.
Right, yeah.
I see what we're doing here.
But they are bringing up a lot more of these bad people now. Like, they were just kind of glossing over it before, but now they're bringing up these guys. So
Yeah, but it's annoying that they're like, he had a mother for a prostitute. He's a bad guy.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
This is the Bible, so I mean,
know. It's just shitty.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? There's lots of people that have mothers as prostitutes, and they're not bad guys, so fuck off.
Right.
At about this time, the Ammonites began their war with Israel. When the Ammonites attacked, the elders of Gilead sent for Jephthah in the land of Tob. The elders said, "Come and be our commander! Help us fight the Ammonites!" But Jephthah said to them, aren't you the ones who hated me and drove me from my father's house? Why do you want to come to me now?
Are you doing
when you're
Beavis
in trouble?
here? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like, why are you coming to me now that you're in trouble? And they're like...
Yeah, no, it's a good question. Like, I mean,
yeah.
You kicked me out and now you want help? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Because we need you, the elders replied.
Mm-hmm.
If you lead us in battle against the Ammonites, we will make you ruler over all the people of Gilead.
Dang.
Do you believe them, though? I would not believe them.
I wouldn't believe them, no.
Jephthah said to the elders, "Let me get this straight. If I come with you, and if the Lord gives me victory over the Ammonites, will you really make me ruler over all the people? ?
Oh, so he's like, I don't trust you guys.
Yeah. Good for him. The Lord is our witness, the elders replied.
Oh, damn.
We promise to do whatever you say.
Wow.
That's a high promise. I do not believe them even still, though.
Right.
But so Jephthah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people made him their ruler and commander of the army. At Mizpah, in the presence of the Lord, Jephthah repeated what he had said to the elders. Then Jephthah sent messengers to the king of Ammon, asking, "Why have you come out to fight against my land?" The king of Ammon answered Jephthah's messengers, "When the Israelites came out of Egypt, they stole my land from the Arnon River to the Jabbok River and all the way to the Jordan."
Right? You fuckers are the ones that took our land.
Now then.
So we've been saying all along.
Give me back the land peaceably.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Give me my fucking land that you stole and I'll leave you the fuck alone.
Right.
Fuckers. Jephthah sent this message back to the Ammonite king. This is what Jephthah says. Israel did not steal any land from Moab or Ammon. When the people of Israel arrived at Kadesh on their journey from Egypt after crossing the Red Sea, they sent messengers to the king of Edom asking for permission to pass through his land, but their request was denied. Then they asked the king of Moab for similar permission, but he wouldn't let them pass through either.
So wait. Hold on. This is what gives you permission to fucking take their goddamn land?
I don't think so, but there's more.
Okay, all right.
So the people of Israel stayed in Kadesh. Finally, they went around Edom and Moab through the wilderness. They traveled along Moab's eastern border and camped on the other side of the Arnon River. But they never once crossed the Arnon River into Moab, for the Arnon was the border of Moab. Then Israel sent messengers to King Sihon of the Amorites, who ruled from Heshbon, asking for permission to cross through his land to get to their destination. But King Sihon didn't trust Israel to pass through his land. Instead, he mobilized his army at Jahaz and attacked them.
But did he, though? I think that the Israelites were already kind of like threatening them.
They were.
If I recall correctly.
Yeah. But the Lord, the God of Israel, gave his people victory over King Sihon. So Israel took control of all the land of the Amorites who lived in that region, from the Arnon River to the Jabbok River, and from the eastern wilderness to the Jordan.
But you know what, though? You didn't have to take the land from them. You could have installed a new ruler who was more favorable to you.
Yeah.
And left them the fuck alone.
Right.
So, technically, you still did steal their fucking land.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Because the people had nothing to do with what the rulers were doing.
Yeah.
So you see, it was the Lord, the God of Israel, who took away the land from the Amorites and gave it to Israel. Why then should we give it back to you?
Because it was ours.
Right? You keep whatever your god Chemosh,
there's a new god,
gives you, and we will keep whatever the Lord our God gives us. Are you any better than Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab? Did he try to make a case against Israel for disputed land? Did he go to war against them? Israel has been living here for 300 years, inhabiting Heshbon and its surrounding settlements.
Damn, we're 300 years in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
All the way to Aurora and its settlements, and in all the towns along the Arnon River.
We're skipping big chunks of time.
We are. But why have you made no effort to recover it before now? Therefore, I have not sinned against you. Rather, you have wronged me by attacking me. Let the Lord who is judge decide today which of us is right, Israel or Ammon.
I mean, all right, I'm not justifying them stealing the land, but we're talking about 300 years. Mm-hmm. And after 300 years, I think that most people have forgotten that this wasn't this was somebody else's land. They've lived there for 300 fucking years.
Yeah.
The U.S. hasn't even been a country that long. You know?
Right, that's true.
So, I mean, like, I think most people have forgotten. So, it's kind of a fair point.
Like, why are you doing this now? We've been here for 300 years and you haven't said anything.
Right. It's still shitty that they took the land 300 years ago.
But 300 years ago...
300 years ago is a long fucking time.
And 300 years ago was somebody else.
Right. So I hate to even say this because I don't like siding with them, but they have a fair point, I think.
Maybe. Because, okay, let's play devil's advocate here. That would be similar to the Native Americans saying that, we want our land back that you stole from us.
Yeah.
And the American government going, why now?
Well, and I agree. I mean, but what can you do? How do you do that? That's the question. This would be, so like, let's just say the Native Americans decided to just up and go to war with the U.S. because, we took their land, right?
Which we did.
Right, which we did. Mm-hmm. We're not going to give it back to them that way. We might give them chunks back through negotiations and stuff like that, but there's people here that have lived here for hundreds of years now. And I'm not saying that justifies what we did, but it's not as easy as just going to war and taking it back, Right,
but I'm just saying, I don't think it's fair to say, well, it's been 300 years, so they do have a point. Like, everybody's forgot it by now. I mean, that's easy for us to say in our house, but I don't think that people who have been conquered would find it so easy. Like, maybe they've been, much like the Native Americans, maybe they've been arguing this whole time. Maybe they've been raising their voice this whole time. And
no, you're absolutely right. I mean, it could be a point of contention, and it has been a point of contention probably.
Like, it didn't just come out of nowhere.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. But it could have, though. They could have also used this prior claim as a justification to go to war with somebody.
They could have.
Much like Russia with Ukraine.
That is true. That is true. So, yeah, you never know which way it went.
Right.
Either way, people are stupid.
Yes, that is a universal truth right there.
Universal through the histories. Okay, but the king of Ammon paid no attention to Jephthah's message.
Okay.
So he's like...
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. At that time, the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he went through the land of Gilead and Manasseh, including Mizpah and Gilead, and from there he led an army against the Ammonites.
Okay.
And Jephthah made a vow to the Lord. He said, if you give me victory over the Ammonites, I will give to the Lord whatever comes out of my house to meet me when I return in triumph. I will sacrifice it as a burnt offering.
Oh, so he is a godly person, apparently.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Right.
So Jephthah led his army against the Ammonites, and the Lord gave him victory.
Right.
He crushed the Ammonites, devastating about 20 towns from Aurora to an area near Minnith and as far away as Abel-Keramim.
Yeah, that place.
That one place,
Yep. Yeah.
In this way, Israel defeated the Ammonites.
In this way. Not the other way.
This way.
This way.
Not that way either.
Right, yeah.
When Jephthah returned home to Mizpah, his daughter came out to meet him, playing on a tambourine and dancing for joy. Woohoo! Yeah, Daddy-o, I'm so glad you're home. Yeehaw! Right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. She was his one and only child. He had no other sons or daughters. When he saw her, he tore his clothes in anguish. Oh, my daughter, he cried out. You have completely destroyed me.
What?
You've brought disaster on me.
Wait, what?
For I have made a vow to the Lord, and I cannot take it back.
What?
I don't know.
What is going on here?
I have no idea.
Okay.
And she said, Father, if you have made a vow to the Lord, You must do to me what you avowed, for the Lord has given you a great victory over your enemies, the Ammonites. But first, let me do this one thing. Let me go up and roam in the hills and weep with my friends for 2 months, because I will die a virgin. I don't even understand what's happening right now.
She wants to get it on before she dies.
Yeah.
Apparently, he remember he said he'd give him God everything in his house or whatever.
Yeah.
Which apparently includes his daughter. And so apparently God is asking him to, it's not clear yet, but apparently he wants him to kill her for him as a sacrifice, maybe?
Oh.
I guess.
Okay.
And she's like, okay, but I need to go screw some people first.
Right, so I don't die a virgin.
Right, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm gathering here.
You may go, Jephthah said, and he sent her away for 2 months. She and her friends went into the hills and wept because she would never have children.
Oh, no, okay, never mind. They just wept. My bad.
Yeah, they just wept. They totally did not get it on.
Right.
They only wept.
They didn't call any boys while they were out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Party in the hills. When she returned home, her father kept the vow he had made, and she died a virgin.
Wait, what? She died a virgin. How did she die?
I have no idea.
Did God kill her, or did he kill her for God? This is a little disturbing here, and I need to know this because if they don't cover this has got to be one of our questions that we answer.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because I am very, very much intrigued by what is going the fuck on here.
So it has become a custom in Israel for young Israelite women to go away for 4 days each year to lament the fate of Jephthah's daughter. Okay.
But the fate was brought to her by who? God or by Jephthah? Did Jephthah kill her?
I think he killed his daughter.
And God was allowed this to happen.
I think that
human sacrifice, which is what they bitch about from the other gods.
Right.
Okay. What the fuck?
Oh, and the end, by the way.
Okay, yeah, the end.
I am fairly certain that he killed his daughter just then.
But they didn't say it.
It really glossed over it.
It really did.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna need to know more.
It feels like that was a killing, right?
It feels like that was a murder that happened just then.
Right. Yeah.
An infanticide where you kill your own child.
That's not okay.
No, not at all.
That was not okay at all. At least with Abraham, God stopped him before he killed his son. You know, like.
Right.
But now apparently God wants him to sacrifice his daughter.
Apparently, and I've never heard anything about this one. So
right? No, disturbing. Probably for good reason because they don't want us to know about this shit.
Right? But it's just I'd heard about the other one.
Right.
But I've never heard of this one.
Well, no. Can you imagine a Christian being like, "Yeah, God allowed for we did human sacrifices back in the day."
Right.
Like, wait, what?
What
did you just say? God was okay with human sacrifice, huh?
Not just the one time when he did a nah.
Right.
At the last
but this
minute.
is an actual.
This was an actual human sacrifice.
I know they didn't say it, but it has to be what they're doing.
I will look into it because I need to know.
I'm sure somebody tomorrow will tweet me and let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to know. Like this is insane.
This is very disturbing.
All right. Well, so that was Judges chapter 11, right?
It sure was.
And tomorrow we are doing
Judges chapter 12.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
No. I still need to do better. I used to go back and listen to our episodes like on the way home from work, and lately I've been slacking. So I apologize. I apologize.
Slacker.
Yeah.
It was about Jephthah and.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, it just all came flooding back. Fucking human sacrifice. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, that's some bullshit.
He was like, I promise if I get to win or whatever, that the first person or thing that comes out the house to greet me, I will sacrifice them.
Right. And I have to admit, we went and like researched this immediately upon the end of the last episode.
Because we were like,
what
no
the fuck?
Way.
Yeah. And apparently, most likely, yes, that happened. But also, God.
But it might not have, and it might have been that the sacrifice was that he gave his daughter to God, And so she had to live at the temple as a virgin married to God.
Except that it literally says she died. It did say that. No, it literally, I listened to that this morning. I just didn't listen to it on the way home from work, but it said she died.
She died a virgin.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, it sounds very much like human sacrifice. Now, parts that I did read, sorry, I know we're doing like a little mini Q&A here, but I had to know.
You were enthralled.
I had to.
What on earth is happening?
So apparently maybe God wasn't okay with this, is like what some people say. Mm-hmm. They're like God said that never condones human sacrifice, and like, no shit.
Right.
But he didn't stop it either.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, not condoning is one thing, but not stopping it is a whole other fucking problem.
Yeah, that's a whole another level of fuckery
this dude is doing this in your name.
Right.
Dude.
Yeah.
So you should stop him if you like him at all. And apparently you did or do. Mm-hmm. And so you should have stopped him, you fucking idiot.
Right. So that's not exactly a good argument for the existence of God.
No.
And if we are saying that God exists, it's definitely not a good argument for the idea that God is great.
No, it is a good argument, however, that God is a dick.
Definitely.
Which is my theory.
Yes.
If there was a God.
Right.
Which there's not.
Right.
But if there was, he's a dick.
Bible canon God is a dick.
Yes, definitely. Okay.
So
there's our little mini Q&A for the week.
Sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it. Like, I know. That one bothered me so much. We were like,
what the fuck? And we both, as soon as we got off, we were like, no, I have to look this up right now.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Just stop for just a second. I know that this is a long intro, but stop for just a second. We were reading the Bible and we were excitedly looking up what happened in the Bible.
God was such a dick.
But we were excitedly looking up something about the Bible.
Okay, all right.
We got sucked in.
Not because we like the Bible.
We got sucked in.
It's just that they spend so much goddamn time saying how these other gods are assholes because they do human sacrifices. Not only just human sacrifices, but child human sacrifices. And what happens? A child fucking human sacrifice.
Yep. That happened.
What?
That happened.
In God's name.
That happened.
Whether it was condoned or not, it was not stopped.
And it was recorded.
Yeah, in the Bible.
They didn't just be like, you know what, let's not talk about this one. Let's not record this one. Let's not pass this one down.
Right, and unlike we thought at the beginning of that episode, Jephthah,
whatever his name is,
was a God person. He was, part of the guy. Part of the God guys.
He was on the God team.
Right. Yeah, Team God.
Yep.
And so that shouldn't have happened. If God
happened.
Doesn't condone human child sacrifices.
That was very exciting.
It was. It was. All right.
The Bible sucks. All right, so we are about to start Judges chapter 12.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, Judges chapter 12.
All right.
Then the people of Ephraim mobilized an army and crossed over the Jordan River to Zaphon. Okay.
That then is after the human sacrifice of the child.
Yes, after the human sacrifice.
One more time, that was all.
Yep,
I'm done now.
Okay. They sent this message to Jephthah, the guy who did
human sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Okay, maybe I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
They're still talking about him, so.
Yep. Why didn't you call for us to help you fight against the Ammonites? We are going to burn down your house with you in it.
Wait a second. Aren't these the guys that asked him to fucking fight? Mm-hmm. Am I wrong here, or is it some other tribe?
I'm pretty sure it's the same guys.
White? Okay. They're going to burn him down because he won the battle.
And he didn't ask them to come with?
Okay.
I don't know. Jephthah replied, I summoned you at the beginning of the dispute, but you refused to come. You failed to help us in our struggle against Ammon, So when I realized you weren't coming, I risked my life and went to battle without you.
Yeah.
And the Lord gave me victory over the Ammonites.
Then I killed my daughter.
I mean, he's sounding so exasperated. Like, I have to give him that tone of voice.
Sure, yeah.
So why have you now come to fight me?
Because they're all petty shits back then.
They were so fucking petty.
I mean, seriously.
The people of Ephraim responded, "You men of Gilead are nothing more than fugitives from Ephraim and Manasseh." Oh, they're dissing East Side gang.
Dang.
What? That's rude.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, they fought in wars for you guys, and
they put up that tower to remind you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Sounds like it was necessary.
And it still stands to this day.
To this day. I mean, golly, you don't just diss East Side gang, right?
Right? Yeah. No, East Side's awesome.
Yeah. I think.
East Side, yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
What was
I was
that?
trying to come up. I was thinking like I'd have like a call for him or something, but then I was like I screwed it up, and
it was bad.
It was really
What you did
I
was
fucked
bad.
that up really bad.
I was just looking at you like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay, husband.
It was not good.
Never do that again, husband.
I will never do that again.
Okay. So Jephthah gathered all the men of Gilead and attacked the men of Ephraim and defeated them. Boom.
So now they're fighting amongst themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Israelites are killing each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you got to do is stand back.
Right.
They'll take care of the problem for you. If there was a problem, they solved it.
Right? Yeah.
Jephthah captured the shallow crossings of the Jordan River, and whenever a fugitive from Ephraim tried to go back across, the men of Gilead would challenge him. "Are you a member of the tribe of Ephraim?" They would ask. If the man said, "No, I'm not," they would tell him to say, "Shibboleth."
What?
Shibboleth.
Is this like if you're from Boston, you say chowda or chow? I can't even do it.
Chowda.
But like, is it like they have like an accent or something?
I don't know. What do you want?
Right, right.
Y'all come back now here. If he was from Ephraim, he would say Sibboleth. Because people from Ephraim cannot pronounce the word correctly.
Not that they pronounce it differently, they can't pronounce it correctly.
Because it's shibboleth versus sibboleth.
Okay, but still.
So they couldn't say their SHs right. Apparently.
Well, that's still a dialect, not a wrong pronunciation.
Yeah, they couldn't pronounce it correctly.
Okay.
Then they would take them and kill them at the shallow crossings of the Jordan. In all, 42,000 Ephraimites.
Holy fuck.
Ephraimites were killed at that time. Jephthah judged Israel for 6 years. When he died, he was buried in one of the towns of Gilead.
Huh.
Huh.
He killed a lot of fucking Israel. Oh, I mean, like, he killed the Ammonites or whatever, but then he killed a lot of fucking Israelites, too.
42,000.
That's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah. All because they couldn't say shibboleth.
Right, that sounds very, like,
racist?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, did you know, like, Spanish spoken in Spain is different from Spanish spoken in Mexico and the South? And in Spain, I think it's like Castilian or something is what it's called.
Okay.
Or one of them is called Castilian Spanish.
Okay.
And the one that's in Spain, they have more of a lisp than the ones in Mexico. And that's all I know about it. The end. Got it.
Yeah, no, I did know there was definitely different dialects between the two.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. And so one time somebody was speaking the Spain kind of Spanish, and I was like, "Oh, you're saying those words." Like, I was thinking, "Oh, you might have a speech impediment." Like, that's what I was thinking in my head. Like, "Oh, that's got to be rough. You're speaking Spanish." And then I found out that no, they were just speaking it correctly in that
correctly for them
for that part of the planet,
because it's a lot
not
like
the part of the planet I was on, but for their part of the planet.
I would imagine it's a lot like the U.S. versus England versus Australia type deal,
versus Ireland versus Scotland,
or even like Canada. Eh?
Yeah,
I mean,
so many different English speaking countries all have different ways of saying things.
Right, yeah.
Which I think is amazing.
I loved it. Like when I used to go up to Canada every year. There was a place up there called Owen Sound. We went up there for scouts. And like
You were a Boy Scout.
I was.
Sorry, go on.
But they would all say top of the morning to you, and I was like, I loved that. I thought it was great.
Top of the morning.
No, it wasn't like that.
That's not how I say it, though.
And they sang a lot up there. Like, people up there sing. And
Go ahead.
they were very, I know this
Sing,
is
go
like
ahead.
generalizing. No, I don't want to sing. I don't want to sing a song.
Okay, go.
I don't want to sing it loud.
Sing out strong?
Right, yeah, no.
No.
But everybody up there seems so, I don't know.
Cheerful,
yeah.
upbeat.
It's probably that universal health care they got up there, which is awesome.
Right.
I mean,
I would imagine.
I'd be more cheerful if we had universal health care down here.
Yeah, I would. I might sing too.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, so that was the end of that section.
Okay.
So now we're moving on to the next section called Ibzan, Elon, and Abdon Judge Israel.
Sure, those guys. That's going to be confusing as hell.
Bert and Ernie.
What?
That's what I'm going to call them.
What did you say?
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie?
Yeah, Bert and Ernie.
It didn't sound that way to me in my head.
I know. You were like, what's Berton Ernie?
That's what yeah.
I watched your face and I watched her mouth trying to say it. And I'm like, you're not understanding
not
me at all.
No, it did not sound like Bert and Ernie.
And Ernie.
Yeah.
Snuffleupagus.
If you would have added that in there, I would have got it right away.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Totally off topic.
We never do that.
Shut it. When my sister and I were kids, Snuffleupagus to us was so fucking scary because of his giant eyelashes.
He did have some giant eyelashes.
They were terrifying.
I don't know about terrifying.
No, they were frightening. I'm serious. And then we looked it up a few years ago. We looked it up and like apparently that was a phenomenon.
Really?
Yeah.
Fear of Snuffleupagus's eyelashes?
Yes, because they were fucking huge.
Did they ever name that fear? Was it a type of fear? Like, is there a fear? You know, like how there's like arachnophobia, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it like snuffleupagophobia?
I really don't know.
Snufflephobia?
If anybody knows, feel free to share.
Luphagophobia.
Stop.
Sorry.
Stop.
Okay.
Because I'm interested. There's another one that's similar, and it's not a fear, but a discomfort of seeing Muppets and puppets with legs. Like in one of the Muppet movies, Kermit is riding a bike, and it freaked me and my sister the fuck out because Kermit was riding a bike,
right?
And you could see his legs.
God damn it, he's a puppet.
It didn't feel good,
right?
It wasn't right.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And apparently that's like another thing that's common, like it's unsettling, and you feel weird because you're like, why is that
unsettling?
Why is it scary or weird? Like, why do I feel so wigged out over this?
Right.
And you feel stupid about it. And then you find out other people do, and it makes you feel really better.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when other people are, it's nice to have a community of people that feel the same way.
Particularly when it's over Snuffleupagus's eyelashes or Kermit's legs.
We should start a support group for Snuffleupagus eyelash.
I would run that group. I'm not even kidding because I still I shiver. Oh, when I just think about it, it's so they're so scary. They are not right. They are not right. They are so big.
I'm definitely gonna have to look this up. That is something that's intriguing.
It's a phenomenon. I'm telling you. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. After Jephthah died, Ibzan from Bethlehem judged Israel. He judged that so good. He was a judger. He had 30 sons and 30 daughters.
Damn, these people are getting it on back then.
They fucked so hard.
They got away from that whole. There was a time when they didn't want them to have many people. That they're married to, but that apparently changed at some point.
They had so many wives and concubines, apparently.
Right? Yeah, these people are just fucking busy.
That's a lot of children.
Yeah, and this person's keeping them right with the Lord, right?
Yeah.
And that had to be quite a few wives.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
What? Here's the thing. I love babies. Okay?
Yeah.
I do. I love babies.
But 30?
But I don't want 30. You know how many babies I exactly like at a time?
2.
1.
Oh.
1 baby at a time.
I could do 2. 2 would be okay.
No. You know why? Because when they're shitty, not just shitty diaper, but shitty attitude.
Right.
Then they just feed off of each other.
Okay.
They if you have 2 babies at the same time, even if they're not the same age, but they're 2 years apart, say, but they're still both babies, right?
Right.
they when one starts crying, the other one starts crying.
Yeah.
You can't ever get them. No, they don't cycle this. It's not good. It's not good. Don't do it.
Got it.
Only ever one at a time.
One baby. Got it.
I mean, preferably no babies, honestly. But
you...
I love babies.
Right.
I mean, I babysit my best friend's baby. I love that baby.
Yeah.
That baby is probably as close as I'm getting to a grandchild, and I fucking love that baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, I don't know why I put all that in there.
I don't know.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So this guy with the fucking 30 sons and 30 daughters, he sent his daughters to marry men outside his clan, and he brought in 30 young women from outside his clan to marry his sons. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta diversify the gene pool.
He married 30 women himself, right? Is that what he said?
I don't know. No, it just said that he had 30 sons and 30 daughters.
Oh, and then he diversified.
He sent his daughters away.
Okay.
He sold them into other tribes.
All right, I got it.
But then his sons, they needed brides, so
he brought them in.
He brought 30 women in.
It was like an exchange student thing.
Basically,
only exchange wives.
It keeps the gene pool from being too kissing cousiny.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so he brought in blah 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 to marry sons. Okay. Ibzan judged Israel for 7 years. When he died, he was buried at Bethlehem.
Okay.
After Ibzan died, Elon, from the tribe, not Musk, but might as well have been, from the tribe of Zebulun, judged Israel for 10 years.
Okay.
When he died, he was buried at Ajalon in Zebulun.
They didn't have anything special to say about him.
He lived, he died.
10 years. Okay.
He lived, he died.
Got it.
After Elon died, Abdon, son of Hillel from Parathon, judged Israel.
Okay.
He had 40 sons.
Fucking hell.
And 30 grandsons.
Jesus Christ. Wait, he had more sons than he had grandsons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow.
He fucked so hard.
But his kids had less than one kid per kid.
Right.
Like, they actually shrank that population.
They had to.
I mean, yeah, like...
They had no girls left. They were like, you have taken up all of the possible choices.
There's probably so many of them, they were probably fucking their sisters, so then the kids died at birth.
Yeah.
Something.
Some of them probably he gave to the church, too.
I guess.
You know? So, okay, he had 40 sons and 30 grandsons who rode on 70 donkeys. 30 grandsons?
Wait. So...
Oh, okay.
His 40 sons and 30 grandsons rode on 70 donkeys.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because 40 Did he have any? 30 is
why
70.
do they never talk about any of the daughters they have? Because he had 40 fucking sons. That means he probably had 40 fucking daughters or thereabouts.
Or thereabouts.
I know we covered this with somebody else too, but like that is, I mean,
that's an insane number of
if you live to 80, that's one. I mean, you can't have sex until you're a certain age. So, like, that's more than one child per year the entire time you're alive until 80.
But think about how many women he had to fuck for that to happen.
It had to be a shit ton.
Yeah. He was dropping that seed left and right.
And they're just they're like normalizing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, one man, one woman.
Right,
you
definitely.
know? I mean, that's what the Bible says,
definitely. Right? Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Right,
Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Ugh,
I mean,
barf.
That's totally what it says in the fucking Bible.
Clearly. It's good to be the king, right? It's good to be the man. It's good to just have a dick. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
This Bible's gross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, that piece of shit, he judged Israel for 8 years.
Oh, come on, these were the good guys. These were the good guys.
He was a good guy insofar as he wasn't a bad guy. That's it.
We don't really know that. We know that the Bible wants to portray them as a good guy.
Right.
But this fucker had 40 fucking sons.
Right.
I think he might have been a little bit of a dick.
Probably.
And definitely a misogynist.
Definitely a misogynist.
I mean, you know that inherently, right?
Yes.
Like it has to be true.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with
you. He's just fucking left and right.
Yeah.
He doesn't even give a shit.
He probably had syphilis too.
He
had so much sex that his dick probably rotted off.
That's probably why he only ruled for like 8 years, because his dick fell off and then he died.
Yeah.
He bled out of his dick.
That's really gross. That's nasty. So anyway, he ruled Israel for 8 years, and when he died, he was buried at Pirathon and Ephraim in the hill country of the Amalekites. The end.
Okay. I don't really have much to add today because it was just a bunch of people fucking a lot and stuff.
So every time these people start telling me about, how it's
one man, one woman. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, wait a second, you guys.
Y'all need to go read the Bible.
I heard some different stories because it sounded more and more like those Mormons got it right out there, according to your guys' Bible.
Yeah, y'all need to go read the Bible.
Yeah, they.
I don't think you have.
Yeah, this is definitely not the way it goes in there. Definitely not the way it goes in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was chapter 12 for today.
Yep. And tomorrow we'll be reading Judges chapter 13.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
I remember we went off about child human sacrifice at the beginning from the previous episode before that. And then there were there was 3 judges who had a lot of fucking kids. Is that about the gist of it?
That, yeah. And before those judges with the fuck ton of kids, there was Jephthah wasn't done yet. He had people from Ephraim couldn't pronounce something properly.
Oh yeah, so he killed the fuckers.
Yeah, 42,000 of them.
Right. Yeah, that was fun. You know.
Yeah. So
praise God.
Praise God. Praise be to the Lord. Indeed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we going over today?
Today we are doing Judges chapter 13.
All right, let's go do this shit.
Okie dokie. Okay, Judges chapter 13.
All right.
Starts off with the birth of Samson.
I know that name.
Is that like Samson and Delilah?
Maybe.
That's the
only... I mean, I do know the name Samson.
That's the only Samson I know. Is him and Delilah.
So it's got to be... This must be a big guy.
But I don't know anything about Samson or Delilah.
I don't either. Yeah.
All right. Let's see if this is them.
Okay.
Again, the Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. So the Lord handed them over to the Philistines, who oppressed them for 40 years.
Call me... I'm shocked.
I know.
Yeah.
Working on my shock face.
Right, yeah.
In those days, a man named Manoah from the tribe of Dan lived in the town of Zorah.
You know, Dan. Back in those days.
You know, the tribe of Dan.
Way back when.
Yeah. His wife was unable to become pregnant, and they had no children. I bet he had lots of wives that did have children,
you think?
Though. That's what always happens.
We'll find out. I mean, who knows? Dan might not have many wives. It's true. Dan.
It's
the tribe of Dan.
Yeah. The angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife. Okay. And said, even though you have been unable to have children, you will soon become pregnant and give birth to a son. So be careful. You must not drink wine or any other alcoholic drink. Nor eat any forbidden food.
That's interesting. They knew not to drink wine back then.
Huh.
You know, when you're... I often wondered, how long ago that was a thing.
Right.
So.
Because it surely was not a thing in the 50s.
Right.
You will become pregnant and give birth to a son, and his hair must never be cut.
Yeah, don't cut that shit.
For he will be dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth.
Mm-hmm.
He will begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines.
Thank God. Man, we really needed somebody to rescue them.
What's the difference between a Nazarite and a Nazarene?
I have no idea.
That's a question I have.
Okay.
I might have to look that up.
Yeah.
Because I know Jesus is a Nazarene guy. Or wait, maybe Nazarene is the place, like Jesus of Nazarene, and he is a Nazarite.
Could be.
Maybe.
I've got a question for you, though.
Yeah.
Do you think that this time when this person saves them, that it'll stick?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not in any way whatsoever.
I just wondered, because, I mean, this guy, this guy is going to be born to save them.
Yeah, no. The woman ran and told her husband, hey, a man of God appeared to me. He looked like one of God's angels, terrifying to see. One of God's angels, huh? You know
the way you see them all the time. I saw one last Thursday, so I know exactly what they look like.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I didn't ask where he was from, and he didn't tell me his name. But he told me, you will become pregnant and give birth to a son. You must not drink wine or any other alcoholic drink, nor eat any forbidden food, for your son will be dedicated to God as a Nazarite from the moment of his birth until the day of his death.
Sounds like,
Yeah?
I don't know. That's odd, because, you would know where they were from. It's an angel of the fucking Lord.
Right.
So heaven, right? I mean, I would think, maybe.
East side of heaven?
Sure.
West side of heaven?
I don't know. Whatever.
North side of heaven?
But just like, it's just an odd conversation.
Yeah.
And I don't, just an odd conversation to have with somebody and not know who the fuck they are.
Unless,
but then say you know who they are.
Right.
So.
Unless she knows that it's her husband's fault that she can't conceive. And she's like, I have no idea who this guy was. I totally was not cheating on you with somebody who can give me a child.
I think that's more likely.
Could be.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like a story to cover up, right?
Yeah.
Like, the angel of the Lord told me
totally
we're going to have a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all good,
I was
right?
not cheating on you. Shut up.
Finger guns.
Yeah. Finger guns. Then Manoah prayed to the Lord, saying, Lord, please let the man of God come back to us again and give us more instructions about this son who is to be born.
Yeah, because I want to talk to this fucker.
Please let him be a son.
And also, was this really an angel, or did you just screw somebody else?
Yeah, yeah. God answered Manoah's prayer, and the angel of God appeared once again to his wife as she was sitting in the field.
But just to his wife.
But her husband Manoah was not with her.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It is interesting, right?
So she quickly ran and told her husband, the man who appeared to me the other day is here again.
Yeah.
Manoah ran back with his wife and
there.
asked.
Oh, sorry. I jumped the gun.
Manoah ran. Are you done?
I'm done.
Manoah ran back with his wife and asked, Hey, are you the man who spoke to my wife the other day? Yes, he replied.
Oh, he stuck around.
So when Manoah asked him, when your words come true, what kind of rules should govern the boy's life and work?
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of special things we got to do with this God baby? The angel of the Lord replied, Be sure your wife follows the instructions I gave her. She must not eat grapes or raisins, drink wine or any other alcoholic drink, or eat any forbidden food.
Are grapes or raisins bad for pregnant women?
Only if they are
fermented?
Fermented into wine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wondered.
Yeah, I don't think it's problematic to eat grapes or raisins.
Okay, I just wondered.
I mean,
it's just that the angel of the Lord. It's just that the angel of the Lord is telling them not to eat grapes and raisins.
Right.
And if it's not actually bad for you, that's a lack of some serious knowledge by God and the angel of the Lord.
God didn't know back then.
Apparently.
Oh my! God wasn't educated yet.
I mean, he didn't go to college. He dropped out.
He didn't know all the sciences.
Yeah, right. Then, even though he created them hypothetically, right?
Then Manoah said to the angel of the Lord, "Please stay here until we can prepare a young goat for you to eat." "I will stay," the angel of the Lord replied, "but I will not eat anything. However, you may prepare a burnt offering as a sacrifice to the Lord." Manoah didn't realize it was the angel of the Lord.
But his wife told him, didn't she? Mm-hmm. Okay, so how did he not realize that it was the angel of the Lord?
I don't know. It was in parentheses.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Then Manoah asked the angel of the Lord, "What is your name? For when all this comes true, we want to honor you."
It's the angel of the fucking Lord.
"Why do you ask my name?" the angel of the Lord replied. "It is too wonderful for you to understand." "I'm too sexy for my name. Too sexy for my name." Silly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to tell people that from now on when I introduce myself to somebody new. I'm going to be like, "Hi, I would tell you my name, but it's too wonderful for you to
right,
say."
That is a great way to introduce yourself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Then Manoah took a young goat and a grain offering and offered it on a rock as a sacrifice to the Lord. Gross.
Yeah.
And as Manoah and his wife watched, the Lord did an amazing thing.
Oh, did he?
He did. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
As the flames from the altar shot up toward the sky, the angel of the Lord ascended in the fire.
Oh my God.
He ascended in the fire.
That's an amazing thing.
Bum, bum, bum. When Manoah and his wife saw this, they fell with their faces to the ground.
Yeah.
The angel did not appear again to Manoah and his wife. Manoah finally realized it was the angel of the Lord, and he said to his wife, "We will certainly die, for we have seen God."
But you saw the angel of the Lord.
Right.
Not God.
But the angel of the Lord is God, apparently.
Yeah, but it's the God version that you're allowed to see.
Right.
Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's his little messenger dude that comes down and talks to you.
Yeah.
sits with you under trees and, makes you do burnt offerings and shit.
Right. But his wife said, if the Lord were going to kill us, he wouldn't have accepted our burnt offering and grain offering.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have appeared to us and told us this wonderful thing.
Right.
And done these miracles.
Yeah, you got to have the baby.
Yeah, stupid.
Right?
When her son was born, she named him Samson. And the Lord blessed him as he grew up. Because
he was blessed from birth. Like,
yeah.
It's Samson's son.
Yeah.
Or no, Samson is this
son.
dude's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
And the Lord blessed him as he grew up. And the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him while he lived in Mahanadan, which is located between the towns of Zorah and Eshtal. The end.
Stir him.
Stirred him.
So he's gonna get up and do leadership shit because
Goddish.
God's like, I'm gonna stir you.
He's gaudy.
I'm gonna make you do some things for me.
He's of God.
Right. Yeah. But if anything holds true here, you might get to have lots of wives based on the last people that were serving God. So
true.
Bonus, I guess.
Lots of
for him.
Pooting for you. I don't know. Is that yay?
I don't know.
Sure.
Whatever. All right.
Hey.
Well, I guess that's it.
That's it.
That was it. Okay. So that was Judges chapter 13.
13.
Man, I suck.
Cruising right along.
Yeah. All right. So tomorrow we will be doing Judges chapter
14.
All right. We'll see y'all then.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Husband.
Wife.
What are we doing now?
We're doing a long overdue bonus episode for our patrons.
Ooh, that's fun.
It is.
Do you know what today's topic is?
Long overdue recap of the slap heard around the world.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that, but the topic itself is toxic masculinity.
Oh boy.
Because how the Bible does.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yes.
My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it seemed like a very timely topic to cover.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're getting into it a little bit late, but why not?
Sure.
Let's go do this.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, this is a special Patreon episode, actually. Which means that they need to go to Patreon and subscribe as a patron in order to listen to it.
Okay, well, I guess that we are going to go do that now.
Yeah, just head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse, become a member for as low as $2 a month, and you'll have access to all these special things and goodies too. So, go do that.
So this was just a teaser.
Yeah, teaser.
Okay, just
Bye.
checking.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
There was that one chick that was cheating on her husband, and then she made up a story that God, told her to conceive a child, and so they are. And then his name's like Samson or something.
Oh my God. That is not the way I would have phrased that, but yes, that's exactly what happened. Did you just look it up or something?
I did, because I got sick of not knowing, like, in the intros, so, yeah.
Oh my God, why is that so funny?
They're supposed to be laughing, not you.
You're so stupid. Oh my God.
Pull it together, wife.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay. Whew.
Okay.
That got me tickled.
Apparently.
You're just so stupid. I love you. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So, yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
And
what are we doing today?
If I can get my shit together, we are going to read Judges chapter 14.
Okay, let's go do this.
All right. Okay, I think I have collected myself and am ready to move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Until I make you laugh uncontrollably again.
Oh my God, just don't, because it's all right there under the surface.
Oh, so this is gonna be a rough episode, huh?
It might be.
Okay, all right.
I have the giggles. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
So if I just said poop, you might start laughing.
not okay.
Okay.
You should not do that.
Okay.
Don't on purpose make me stupider than I am.
All right.
Stupid.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Judges chapter 14.
Yeah.
Samson and the woman of Timnath.
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 This is going to be a long episode, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to have to pause every 5 minutes because wife is uncontrollably laughing at everything I say.
I can't help it. Like, do you ever just get laughy?
I don't really. No, I'm always serious. No, okay, not really, but you know.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I wish I could explain it. Sometimes I just, like, I get filled with laughter.
Yeah.
And I have to explode in it.
Okay.
And this is one of those times.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Some women have menstruation. I have periods of laughter.
Ah, well,
See?
you know.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. One day when Samson was in Timnah, one of the Philistine women caught his eye. Yeah, she did. When he returned home, he told his father and mother, "Damn! A young Philistine woman in Timnah caught my eye. I want to marry her.
Yeah.
Get her for me.
Get her for me.
Get her for me."
Damn. He's like
Yeah.
ordering off the menu. Like
Yeah.
literally.
That girl, I want it.
Right?
I want to put it in there. Give me that. That is where I want to
Well,
lay
isn't
it.
he like in God's favor? So shouldn't God just like, you know, he should just have her because
Right.
you know, God said
He should just be
have whatever
like,
he wants.
I'm at McDonald's. I want one of everything on the menu. And now I'm in the clothing store and I want one of each color.
Right.
I mean, yeah, he gets everything.
Right.
His father and mother objected. "Isn't there even one woman in our tribe or among all the Israelites you can marry?" They asked.
Gotta marry somebody that's, you know, in our family.
Right? Why must you go to the pagan Philistines to find a wife?
Hmm.
But Samson told his father, "Get her for me.
Yeah.
She looks good to me."
Is that what it says?
That's what it says. She looks good. She looks good. She looks good.
What's that? What's
Baby,
that one?
she
looks
looks
good in it.
good.
Is it maybe it's no, it's not that one. No, there was some like
What?
pantyhose commercial that was like, you know, something like she looks good in it or something like that from way back in the 80s.
Oh, hold on. I almost have it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like right on the tip of my tongue.
No, I don't have it.
No, I know.
No.
It'll come to us
Damn
after
it.
the podcast,
I
probably.
know. Okay, you guys tell us about the pantyhose
Yeah, we
commercial.
need to know about the pantyhose commercial that
Yeah.
we're thinking about.
Like, I was thinking of the
Somebody
Nair.
will know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Nair, she wears short shorts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that's not the pantyhose good legs commercial.
Right.
Yeah. His father and mother didn't realize the Lord was at work in this.
Oh, well, they should have. I mean, this is Samson we're talking about, for God's
Creating
sake.
an opportunity to work against the Philistines who ruled over Israel at that time.
Of course. Like,
He's
duh.
He's got to bang that chick.
Yeah, for God.
For God.
God needs this done.
God needs me to bang that chick hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get her for me.
That's what needs to happen.
And Samson and his parents were going down to Timnah. A young lion suddenly attacked Samson near the vineyards of Timnah.
Oh, shit.
That came out of
Wait,
nowhere.
Where's God at now?
I did not see
the
that
fuck's
coming.
God doing about that lion?
A lion was not on my bingo card.
Right, no.
At that moment, the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him.
Oh.
On not the lion, on Samson.
Right.
And he ripped the lion's jaws apart with his bare hands.
For fuck's sake. Like, a lion would just be like God's little cat. So why doesn't he just be like, yo, here's a snack, go over there. Leave Samson
The
alone.
lion said, "Get him for me."
I mean, he's God. He could have kept the fucking cat from attacking him in the first place.
Right?
And what isn't... Where are they in Israel? What's a fucking lion doing in Israel?
I don't know.
Do you know... Are lions in Israel?
Do they have lions over there?
Is that a thing?
I thought lions lived in jungles or something.
Right?
Like King of the Jungle, right?
I gotta know if
Giant.
they lived in Israel, because that's where they are, right?
Maybe, yeah, maybe the
close to
giants carried them there.
Maybe.
Maybe they got
But
lost
do they just
in the
roam
flood.
around?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I thought that lions were in jungles.
I'm confused.
And this is the desert area, so I'm thinking camels, not lions.
Yeah.
But I don't know geography or zoography.
Right.
Is that the right word?
I don't-
Zoology.
Oh my God.
Zoography. Oh shit, I'm stupid. Okay, shh, get it together. Okay. So anyway, Samson did that. He did it as easily as if it were a young goat.
Because,
Okay?
you always rip the jaws apart of a young goat.
Yeah, that's what he did.
I mean...
But he didn't tell his father or mother about it.
I thought they were with him.
No, he was by himself.
Okay.
And he did all that, but then he didn't tell his mom and dad.
How does anybody know about it?
I don't know.
He had to tell somebody.
He told somebody, but
right?
it wasn't his mom and dad.
I guess.
When Samson arrived in Timnah, he talked with the woman and was very pleased with her.
Yeah.
He told her about it. That's what.
Well, and to be fair, this is, the Bible is supposedly God's word, right? Mm-hmm, so, God would have told somebody later than when they were telling the story.
Let me tell you the story about
this is the
Samson.
story of Samson.
Yeah.
And how he ripped a lion's jaw apart.
Like a goat.
Like a young goat.
And he didn't tell his mom and dad.
No.
But
I'm telling everybody else.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he told the hot chick that he banged.
Probably. Yeah.
Later.
That's an impressive story.
It is a very impressive. I think Samson made that shit up.
Probably.
That's what I think.
I mean, unless he's got some teeth or something, I don't...
No. Samson was on his way to get this girl, and he made up the story.
Yeah.
And he told her the story that he made
and he
up.
Didn't tell his parents because his parents would have been like, fuck you.
Get the fuck out of here.
That didn't fucking happen.
You are
idiot.
full of shit.
You fucking the cat scares you, you motherfucker. Yeah.
You can't even kill us. Go to your room. Later, when Samson returned to Timnah for the wedding, oh damn.
Oh shit.
He got the girl.
I guess so.
That escalated quickly.
Right?
He turned off the path to look at the carcass of the lion. The one that was just laying there still.
He's just admiring his handiwork, huh?
Remember a couple days ago?
This is a long time ago. It's not like they had road crew cleanup things.
No, I know, but he's like, remember a couple days ago when I killed that lion?
Right.
There's the lion I killed.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
And he found that a swarm of bees had made some honey in the carcass.
Does that happen?
I don't think that happens.
I don't think that happens either.
No, I think
that would be a bad place to be.
I think ants and maggots get on it.
Because animals would want to feed on that.
Yeah.
And so it would not be a good place for bees to
I don't think bees go on carcasses. Bees. He's stupid. He scooped some of the honey into his hands and ate it along the way.
Okay.
That's blood honey.
Right? Ooh. Yeah.
That should be the name of a book, Blood and Honey.
Yeah.
That's a good name for a book.
Maybe Bronze Age bees were different than modern bees. Maybe they lived in lion carcasses.
They were lion carcasses that were not where they're supposed to be on the map.
Right, yeah.
He also gave some to his father and mother, and they ate it too.
That's a lot of honey that he picked up.
He picked up a handful.
I mean,
that's what he said. He took a big old handful of it.
No,
but he didn't tell them he had taken the honey from the carcass of the lion. That's in case they had lion allergies.
I got a story for you.
Oh, God.
All right. So when my brother was younger, he had milk allergies. And so that my parents had to buy goat milk because he couldn't drink regular milk. And the way they got him to drink it is that they told him it was lion's milk. Because it sounded better, lion's milk, right?
I would drink lion's milk.
Makes you strong,
but what they really should have done is called it dragon's milk.
Right?
I'd really have drunk that shit up.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't like milk, so
I
won't drink any of it. Ugh. Okay, so as Samson's father was making final arrangements for the marriage, Samson threw a party at Timnah, as was the custom for elite young men. So we would probably call that today the bachelor party.
Okay.
Right? So
maybe. Or like a wedding party. Like they've got the the rehearsal dinners and stuff. And,
right. But he went out with his buds.
All right.
So I'm calling it a bachelor party.
Okay.
And I bet he banged a lot of chicks that night.
You think?
I think he did.
Okay.
I think all the guys banged all the chicks back then.
I don't know, but maybe God wants him to bang this one chick for him. So, maybe he's got to save it for her. Because God wants it.
I think
God wants it bad.
I think he's already done banging this girl.
Probably.
When the bride's parents saw him, they selected 30 young men from the town to be his companions. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait. They already mentioned that he was an elite. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure people already were friends with him.
Yeah.
Why would you need to select? He was from this town, right? Timnah is where he's from, right?
I
thought so too. So why would you need to select 30 young men to be his companion? That's weird.
Maybe to make sure he doesn't get into any trouble. Maybe as bodyguards.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's just weird. It's weird.
I'm just throwing guesses out there. I don't know.
Maybe he was just a really awkward dude. And he didn't have friends, you know?
Maybe he's a dork.
Yeah. Could be.
But could a dork stop a lion?
Well.
But we already decided, no, that story was fake. He made that shit up.
I mean, come on. He got honey out of the fucking dead lion. Give me a goddamn break.
Yeah, he made that shit
It's
up.
fucking bullshit. A lion in Israel that he got honey out of that he killed with his bare fucking hands? Fuck that.
Yeah, he made it up.
Never happened.
Never happened. Okay. So Samson said to those 30 guys, "Hey, let me tell you a riddle. If you solve my riddle during these 7 days of the celebration, I will give you 30 fine linen robes and 30 sets of festive clothing. But if you can't solve it, then you must give me 30 fine linen robes and 30 sets of festive clothing." Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, all right. They all agreed. Let's hear your riddle.
Okay.
So he said,
I'm curious.
"Out of the one who eats came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet."
He's talking about the fucking lion. How the fuck are they supposed to know about the goddamn lion that he supposedly killed?
That's what I thought. I thought he was talking about the lion.
That's so stupid.
He made this shit up.
Right. He made it up so that he could ask, what? He just basically got himself 30 fucking robes. Because, like, who the fuck's going to know the answer to that?
Nobody.
You just did that.
You just made that shit up.
And now you just say it as a fucking... It's not a riddle. It's not a riddle.
It's not a riddle. 3 days later, they were still trying to figure it out. Yeah, I bet they were.
Right? Because that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Honey out of a fucking lion. Fuck you.
On the fourth... Oh, you know which one is my favorite riddle? It's the one that... what's it called?
I don't know.
Oh, what's it called? The Hobbit, you know?
Oh.
The one guy... Gollum. The one Gollum tells the Hobbit.
Gollum told the Hobbit?
Well, they told each other riddles.
Okay.
But I can't remember.
The creepy thing.
Yeah, the Gollum.
Okay.
Remember, what's the fucking Hobbit's name?
Bilbo?
Yeah, Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when he went down in the cave, remember? And he found Gollum's ring?
Yeah.
His precious.
Right. I remember that.
And the way that he was able to get away is that he challenged him to a riddle.
Got it.
And I can't remember what the riddle is, so that really defeats the purpose of this whole story.
It, and it was cool.
It was cool. That's my favorite riddle.
Right, that was a riddle.
That was a riddle.
This is bullshit.
You know what else is riddles?
What?
In the Stephen King book, the one in the Dark Tower series. I think it's the fourth book, Wizard and Glass, but it might be the third one. It's either the third or the fourth one.
Okay, one of those.
Okay, and they're on the train.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some fucking riddles.
Blaine the train?
Blaine the pain.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was some good shit.
Yeah, that was some good shit. And then Eddie, he is the one who won because he just made up some bullshit riddles like this guy Samson just did.
Right. Apparently that's the way you do. You know?
Apparently that's the way you do. This is how you win.
Right.
You just be stupid.
Right.
On the fourth day, they said to Samson's wife, "Entice your husband to explain the riddle for us, or we will burn down your father's house with you in it." Whoa!
The fuck?
Holy shit!
These are not good friends.
I did not see this coming.
Jesus Christ.
This chapter's insane. Did you invite us to this party just to make us poor?
Oh my god, you guys accepted the challenge.
What the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, I'd be a little pissed off at the fucking riddle too, though. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And if I found out what the fucking answer was, oh, shit.
No, I don't owe you shit. That's what I'm saying.
Fuck you.
It has to be a riddle.
It has to be a riddle.
It has to be fair.
Right.
Like, I have to be able to hit myself on the head afterwards and go, oh my
I should have
God.
known that.
That was so obvious in retrospect.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so Samson's wife came to him in tears and said, "You don't love me. You hate me. You have given my people a riddle, but you haven't told me the answer." Oh my God. Yeah, that's the way riddles work, stupid.
Oh, God.
"I haven't even given the answer to my father or mother," he replied.
Right.
Why?
Right.
And here's my addition, the fuck. And then the rest of the question, he says,
right.
Should I tell you?
Because, you're going to marry her.
But he's like, but I have told nobody.
Right.
The riddle. I have told nobody.
Right, but it's just that it's not a fucking riddle.
It's not. That's why he hasn't told nobody.
It really bothers me here.
I know.
Okay.
So she cried whenever she was with him and kept it up for the rest of the fucking celebration. Oh my God. I'd be like, you know what?
Sure she looks that good?
I know. I'd be like, I don't want this girl
Right?
after all.
Yeah.
You can have her. At last, on the 7th day, he told her the answer because she was tormenting her with her nagging.
Oh my gosh.
So all she has to do is nag and then she gets whatever she wants.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
All right.
He is
And
a
is she going
pushover.
to tell the people that asked?
Then she explained the riddle to the young men.
Oh my gosh.
What a bitch.
Wow.
So that's why he didn't tell you, you stupid hooker.
Right.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So before sunset of the 7th day, the men of the town came to Samson with their answer.
Uh-huh.
What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion? Samson replied, if you hadn't plowed with my heifer, you wouldn't have solved my riddle.
What the fuck did he just say?
He said, if you hadn't plowed with my heifer, you wouldn't have solved my riddle.
What in the goddamn hell does that sentence mean exactly?
I think that he is saying, y'all fuck with my fiance. That's what I think.
What the fuck? That is some
God.
screwed up shit.
He just called his wife a heifer.
What the fuck? Why?
He called his fiance a heifer.
I don't understand.
Oh my
this
God.
is insane.
This story is so funny.
It's something.
I'm
It's stupid.
sorry. Okay, get it together.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him.
Here comes the God.
Here we go. He went down to the town of Ashkelon, killed 30 men,
Oh my God.
took their belongings, and gave their clothing to the men who had solved his riddle.
What? He became a mass murderer to pay the goddamn riddle off that he made up that made no goddamn sense?
And anyway, they didn't, quote unquote, solve his fucking riddle.
Right, they plowed his heifer.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
But Samson was furious about what had happened.
He just killed 30 motherfuckers.
No, God did.
Oh. Well,
God
still, God, somebody
Yeah.
fucking killed 30 people. Are you sure it wasn't? I thought
Oh.
it was Samson.
No, you're right. It says that
Yeah.
the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him and
Yeah.
he went down. Yeah.
Samson killed those fuckers. He's a mass murderer.
He's a mass murderer.
Like, he went and became a mass murderer
He
to
did.
get the goddamn things.
The robes.
The robes, yeah.
But Samson was furious about what had happened. And he went back home to live with his mom and dad.
Oh, my
his
God.
father and mother.
What the fuck?
So his wife was given in marriage to the man who had been Samson's best man at the wedding. The end. What even was the purpose of this story?
Apparently to turn Samson into a mass murderer. I don't know.
Oh my God! What was the purpose?
I have no idea. That was the most
What
ridiculous
just
story
happened?
I've ever heard.
What just happened?
That was not even good. It was really bad.
There was just so much wrong with it. He made up the most stupid story, turned it into the stupidest riddle.
Became a mass murderer.
No, before that,
Oh wait, they plowed his heifer.
Yeah, he insulted his fiance
Yeah,
and called her a heifer,
right.
and then and then became a mass murderer. Took the robes and said, "I am leaving.
I'm going home.
I'm taking my toys and going home."
Okay.
Oh my God, this story was stupid. And he's like, "You can have that bitch. I don't like her. She ain't that good."
All right. Well, that was that.
That was Judges chapter 14.
Hopefully, the next story is better.
I hope.
I mean, that
tomorrow-
was for podcast sake.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good story.
I hope
But
that
for, like-
tomorrow's is as entertaining because my God, this is my favorite one so far.
Just because it's ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
All right. So tomorrow, you said it's 15.
Yeah, Judges chapter 15.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye. Husband,
Wife.
do you remember what happened yesterday?
I didn't read. I didn't look. I didn't listen to it today. Well, I listened to it this morning, but I didn't listen to it this evening, which is when I need to check it to make sure I know what we're talking
Blah,
about.
blah,
So,
blah.
no.
Okay.
I don't. That's the, yeah.
Okay, well, remember it was really funny?
I do remember that.
And there was a lion.
Oh,
and
Jesus Christ, and the
honey.
fucking honey. Holy shit. How did I forget that shit?
I don't know.
That was one of the stupidest, craziest goddamn chapters I've ever heard in
That's
the
why
Bible.
I was like, what do you mean you don't remember?
Oh my God. That was so bad.
And then he turned into a mass murderer.
Yeah.
Who killed the 30 guys.
Yeah, for no fucking reason, really, other than to pay the other guys that he didn't kill. Why didn't he just kill the guys he made the deal with?
I don't
If he was so,
fucking know.
like, offended, the whole thing. And then he didn't marry his wife-to-be.
Nope.
Passed her off to his best man.
She married his best man, and he went back home to mommy and daddy.
And this guy is God's pick.
Apparently.
You know? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't really understand the purpose of that story.
Yeah, no,
At all.
It was dumb.
And why honey?
Why
And
in
the
a lion? In a fucking lion.
A lion corpse.
Right? I'm sure there's some symbolism, like, you know, like, I know, like, in C.S. Lewis's books, like, the lion stands for God. So maybe there's some sort of symbolism there that, you know, God will provide or some bullshitty thing like that. But
I really have
overall,
no
it was just a
idea.
really fucking stupid story.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah.
So, you ready to see if today is just as stupid as yesterday?
Yeah, what are we going over today?
Judges chapter 15.
All right, let's go read it.
Let's.
All right.
Okay, Judges chapter 15.
Okay.
We're carrying on with that story of Samson.
Yay. More honey?
Slow clap.
I don't know.
Later on, during the wheat harvest,
Of course, during the wheat harvest.
Samson took a young goat as a present to his wife.
Did he rip its
Wait.
jaws apart?
Wait, a present to his wife?
Wait, which wife?
What
Did he
wife?
when did he get married?
Apparently he got married.
Who did he get married to?
I don't know.
Did we miss a section?
Let me just make sure. I don't think so.
So is the Bible just like, you know, okay, now we're ahead, and now he's married again.
He got married.
Not to that other person, because, you know, she was a heifer.
No, so his wife was given in marriage
You didn't
to the
even laugh.
man who had been Samson's best man. No, I didn't laugh. I'm so sorry. Because I was like...
Why are you reading that far ahead?
No, I was reading back.
Oh, okay.
To make sure that I didn't miss anything.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It said his wife was given in marriage to the man who had been Samson's best man at the wedding.
Wait, yeah, it's his wife?
Wow. So it
What
was
does that
his
mean?
wife? So were they married after
Were they
all?
married? That might, I guess that could, maybe.
He's like, I'm married to you, but
But
then
you
he's
get to
like,
keep her?
but go sleep with him or something. Bye.
If they don't explain this, we have to look this up.
Yeah,
Because
I
that's
don't-
really weird.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because now it's saying that he took a young goat as a present to his wife.
Okay. Well, let's just see where this goes.
I don't know if it's the same wife.
I don't either. Because they did refer to her as the last girl. They referred
Mm-hmm.
to her as his wife, even though he gave his wife to his best man. But they did refer to her as his wife.
Right.
So that's really weird.
I don't understand.
And I didn't think anything of it at the time. But now that he has a wife and they haven't covered anything, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Last I knew, he was living with his parents in the basement.
Mm-hmm. Playing around on the interwebs.
Right?
Okay,
Too much Call of Duty, you know?
So Samson took a young goat as a present to his wife. He said, I'm going to sleep in my wife's room. Oh, wait. He said, I'm going into my wife's room to sleep with her. That is what he said.
Who was he announcing this to?
But her father wouldn't let him in.
Oh my God. No, that is not okay. What the fuck?
The keeper of the poo nanny.
That is some fucked up shit right there. Why is her father standing guard in front of her room?
Okay. It goes on. Ready?
Okay.
I truly thought you must hate her, her father explained. So I gave her in marriage to your best man. But look.
Wait. What? What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know. I don't understand. I thought he did hate her, and I thought that he did give her.
Right, that's what I gathered from the last chapter. I was like, Samson, according to the Bible, from what I read,
Samson gave
his wife to his best man.
And now it's saying, no, the dad did. The dad gave her away.
That makes no god. They didn't even mention his fucking dad or her dad in the last chapter.
I have no idea.
This is so stupid.
Okay, but here, her dad is going on.
All right, so it's the same woman. It's the same fucking woman.
It's the same fucking woman.
We're still going on with the story about milk and lions and fucking honey and whatever.
And goats.
There wasn't any milk, but the honey and lion, that was in there.
That was in there.
Okay.
And the goats.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so the father's going on. But look, her younger sister is even more beautiful than she is. Marry her instead.
Oh, God.
Okay, I love how they just trade their kids around.
Yeah.
Like pieces of dirt.
Right.
Samson said, "This time I cannot be blamed for everything I am going to do to you Philistines." What? Then he went out.
It seems to me that he's the only one doing anything to anybody.
Yeah, he can.
He tried to trick those fuckers into it was a bad bet.
Bad bet.
He gave a bad fucking riddle. That was a bad riddle.
And then he gave the answer to his stupid bimbo wife.
Right. And then when she gave the answer to the guys that didn't want the answer, he killed 30 people.
Yeah.
Like, I see him doing things to people, but I'm not sure what the Philistines are doing.
Yeah, he's bad. Then he went out and caught 300 foxes. 300? He tied their tails together in pairs. And he fastened a torch to each pair of tails.
Okay.
Why? It's so convoluted. Why?
I couldn't even, like, if I sat down to, who the fuck wrote this shit? It's so bad.
It's like, I caught all the stray cats in my neighborhood and I clipped their nails. And then I took their nail clippings and I ground them into powder and I fed them to the raccoons that live in the sewers. Right? It's so fucking random.
Like, you never know what's going to come out of this story. Like, it's like, oh, okay.
And then I took all the pens and I broke them and I poured the ink into my husband's coffee. The end. Like, what? What?
And then that justified how we treated the next town over.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just so random and weird.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no fucking sense.
It really doesn't. Okay, all right. I gotta know what's going on here.
300 foxes.
And
tied
torches.
Them together.
With torches.
And a torch to each pair of tails.
Right. Okay.
Then he lit the torches, because he's an asshole.
On 300, he lit 150 torches. Just saying.
And let the foxes run through the grain fields of the Philistines. Again, because he's an asshole.
Oh, so he's like literally burning their fucking crops.
He burned all their grain to the ground.
Oh my God.
Including the sheaves and the uncut grain.
What the fuck did they do?
He is a piece of shit.
I didn't see that they did anything.
I don't think that anybody did anything to warrant this kind of treatment.
From what I gather, they were just the Philistines. And because they're the Philistines, he's going to burn all their shit and kill them.
Because he couldn't marry the girl that he wanted, that he didn't want, but now he does want.
Is he just having a snit here? Like, what the fuck is this?
He's throwing a fit. He also destroyed their vineyards and olive groves. Who did this? The Philistines demanded.
That asshole over there.
Mm-hmm.
Samson
was the reply.
Yeah.
Samson was the reply.
Fucking
because
Samson.
his father-in-law from Timnah gave Samson's wife to be married to his best man.
But that's not how that went.
Right?
Whatever.
So the Philistines went and got the woman and her father and burned them to death.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
What the fuck is going on?
This just keeps getting worse.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Just wow.
What the fuck did people, what is this shit?
Where are we going from here?
I don't know. It's gotta be, I don't know. I would say up, but I don't believe it. So
it just keeps turning and turning and turning. Okay.
This is people worship this motherfucker.
I know.
Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I cannot even.
Oh, man.
Because you did this, Samson vowed, I won't rest until I take my revenge on you. Wait.
You just burned all their crops.
I'm gonna revenge you for revenging me for the act that I did in the first fucking place.
How do you
When I slap you, you stay down. You don't slap me back.
He burned all their fucking crops. Mm-hmm. How many people are going to die of starvation because he burnt their fucking crops? And he's talking about fucking revenge?
Yeah.
For 2 people?
Yeah.
What in the ever-loving fuck is going on here?
This is asinine.
It is asinine.
Okay.
I like the talking ass more than this shit.
The talking ass was funny. This is just like, what is going on?
This guy is fucking insane. He had to be smoking crack. I don't know. Something.
Is crack cocaine?
I don't know. It's bad, right?
It is bad, but like, what is it?
I never tried it, so I don't know.
Is crack like a powder or is it a needly
I think
thing?
It's rocks. Like, I think it was rocks. I don't know.
I don't know.
I could be thinking about that wrong.
It, or
no, I think you like light it and then...
Oh, is that the thing in the spoon?
No, that's heroin.
Oh, god damn it.
Jesus, don't you know your drugs?
I don't know any drugs.
Man.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
I don't know shit.
Whatever. I don't really know them all. I know
I've
some.
heard of quote unquote crack cocaine, but I don't know what it is. I'm in my mid-40s. Maybe I should ask my teenagers if they know. Hey, do you know what crack cocaine is?
Yeah, they might think you're weird.
Oh, like they wouldn't think that anyway.
Right.
I was just curious. Sorry.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay. He was on crack cocaine, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the equivalent for the time.
You know what? At least this chapter is not disappointing.
It's true.
You know, like Samson, this is a great fucking stupid fucking story.
Really stupid fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wants to take revenge on you. So he attacked the Philistines with great fury and killed many of them.
Many. Of them. And was it just him? He didn't have an army from what it said.
Then he went to live in a cave in the rock of Etam. Okay?
I'm going to go live in... That's it. I'm going to live in a cave, fuckers.
I'm done. I'm done. Bye.
Jesus. I'm never coming out.
I want to go live in a cave.
You know, start the clan of the cave bear.
Oh my god, that was so bad. That was stupid.
Sorry.
Okay.
I ruined the whole thing.
You did. Okay, that was the end of that section, but now we have another little section.
Okay.
Samson defeats the Philistines at Lehigh.
Okay.
Apparently he didn't stay in his cave.
He stored up his energy in that cave and he went back out.
Samson, go back to your cave. You go back to your cave and think about what you've done. You get a timeout, young man. Okay, God. So the Philistines retaliated.
Yeah.
Because revenge, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Revenge for the revenge that was avenging their initial revenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes total sense. By
setting up camp in Judah and spreading out near the town of Lehigh.
Mm-hmm.
The men of Judah asked the Philistines, why are you attacking us?
Why? I mean, right? What the fuck's going on? What?
The Philistines replied, we've come to capture Samson. We've come to pay him back for what he did to us. Boom. Okay?
Well, what does that have to do with them?
So 3,000...
Samson's just one asshole.
So?
Okay.
So 3,000 men of Judah went down to get Samson at the cave in the rock of Edom. I bet they did. I bet they were like, you better come down here and deal with this because we are not taking the blame for you. You are a crazy individual.
Right.
Go solve your shit.
Yeah. And stop fucking talking about honey and lions, you know?
No kidding. God. Like, how far back does this insanity go?
Right. You just have lost your goddamn mind.
You are setting things on fire.
And you're living in a fucking cave, dude. Check your life.
Check your life. You need to reconsider all your choices that you've made up to this moment. They said to Samson, don't you realize the Philistines rule over us? What are you doing to us?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
I agree.
But Samson replied, I only did to them what they did to me.
No, not true.
They did not tie your shit and light it on fire.
Samson, I'm sorry, but you in fact did start this shit.
You started it. Oh my God. He's such a baby.
Yeah.
He's like, they wouldn't let me be the meanest. They kept one-upping my mean. And I had to just keep... So I sent a nuke and blew up the planet.
See, he lived in his parents' basement for too long. Mm-hmm. His mom catered to him. Mm-hmm. So he thinks he's all that. And he's like everything. He's entitled.
Oh my God.
You know?
Yeah.
So now when he doesn't get his way, he just throws a fit and kills people.
Right.
I mean, that's how it goes, right?
It's true.
If you live in your mom's basement for too long and she feeds you too much, you just turn around and you start killing people, right?
I mean, isn't that the way of it? Honestly, think about all of the men who have been mass murderers
Right, they
throughout
probably all
history.
lived in their parents' basement too long.
Right?
Yeah.
Not just their parents' basement, specifically their mom's basement.
Right.
Okay, but the men of Judah told him, "We have come to tie you up and hand you over to the Philistines." They're done. They're like,
Yeah.
we are not having this.
Yeah, we're not going to war for you, you dumbass.
Samson said, but
You
promise that you won't kill me yourselves.
Okay.
We'll only tie you up and hand you over to the Philistines.
Right,
They
yeah,
replied,
like...
We won't kill you.
We don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Whatever, just get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
right? Okay, we're not the murderers, asshole.
Yeah.
You're the one that's all killy and stabby and fiery murder.
Yeah.
So they tied him up with two new ropes, two new ropes.
Yeah.
And brought him up from the rock.
Okay.
As Samson arrived at Lehigh, the Philistines came shouting in triumph.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they got him. You know,
Yeah.
like there he
Done.
is, tied
Get
up,
him.
ready
Get
to.
him.
Yeah.
But here it looks like it's not going to go in our favor here.
Oh no.
But the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully
Oh, my
upon
God.
Samson.
Fuck the Spirit of the Lord.
Wait. So am I to understand we're supposed to be on Samson's side?
Yeah. Don't you remember? God.
What?
God favors Samson.
I forgot that, and I just was like, he must be an example of how not to behave.
Oh no, this is godly.
This is so fucking backwards.
No, that's why I'm so. This is so unbelievably like.
This is horrible. Like I must have just blotted that out because clearly no good God could be on Samson's side.
Yeah, he had to have taken a turn, right? You know, like this is But no, when he killed the lion, God was still on his side then. Remember? He had the Spirit of the Lord on when he killed the lion. So yeah, he's still with
through all of
God.
this murder.
Yeah.
God is like, you're my man.
Yeah.
Okay, the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon that son of a bitch Samson, and he snapped the ropes on his arms as if they were burnt strands of flax, and they fell from his motherfucking wrists.
Dude's flexing.
I don't think that happened.
I have the power.
All right, He-Man.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think that really happened.
No, I don't think so either.
Then he found the jawbone of a recently killed donkey.
Of course.
He picked it up and killed 1,000 Philistines with it. I mean, what the fuck? He found the jawbone of a laughing hyena, and he killed 1,000 men with it. He found the excavated remains of an empty ink pen, and he killed 1,000 guys with it.
Yeah.
He found that sock that I can never find in the dryer.
Is the
missing sock, and he killed. I mean,
okay, I have a question.
I could just keep going on and on.
Right? Yeah, I have a question though.
What?
When you're filled with the Spirit of the Lord, are you invincible, impervious to like spears and shit?
I have no fucking idea.
Because how the fuck does anybody, I don't care if you're a fucking giant, how does one entity of anything
He's He-Man.
kill 1,000 people with a fucking jawbone?
You said it already. He has the power. He's
I
He-Man.
guess he's got the power.
By the power of Grayskull.
That's probably what He-Man's based on. They probably based on Samson.
I bet you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is but why the jawbone of a donkey? Why?
Well.
Why?
I don't know.
It's so fucking random.
It really is.
It could have been the jawbone of any animal, but why a jawbone in the first place?
I think that might be the answer right there. I think that the writers were sitting around like, what's the most ridiculous thing we can have him kill 1,000 people with?
A T-shirt. No, that everybody's got.
Those don't exist yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. A pomegranate. No.
It's not sharp enough.
Those
like
are too yummy.
You can't stab somebody with a pomegranate. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay. A cell phone. No, wait, we don't have
those
those
had
yet.
not invented
God damn
yet.
it.
Shit.
God damn it.
Jawbone of a donkey.
I like the cut of your jib, sir.
Yeah, let's go with it. Okay. We're on a deadline anyway. Just put it in there.
Just get it done.
Right.
Like anybody's gonna read this shit anyway.
Yeah, right. Yeah. People back then can't even read, so
I know,
who cares?
it's true. Who
Just write
cares?
whatever you want.
Yeah. Then Samson said, "With the jawbone of a donkey, I've piled them in heaps. With the jawbone of a donkey, I've killed 1,000 men." That's what he said.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Why shouldn't he say that?
You got to do it, and then you got to say it. You know.
Okay, this just
'Cause it's
reminded
important.
me. You know those bounty commercials where something exciting happens, and then somebody spills a drink, and it's about to
yeah,
go on the
it's
laptop.
about to ruin the iPad or something.
Yeah, or the report or whatever.
Right.
And everybody in the commercial goes, no.
Yes, I know.
For some reason, that made me think of this.
Right.
Or this made me think of that.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I've killed 1,000 men. And everybody's like, no. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Except for God's like, right on, my dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Are you strong enough to be my man?
I know that song. What is that song?
Sheryl Crow.
Oh, yeah. I do like that song.
I know.
It's a good song.
I know.
Sheryl Crow's all right.
I think she's coming to the Dayton area soon.
She is. I saw that she's going to be at the Phrase.
Oh my god.
Which people in most of the our listening areas don't give two fucks about.
But if you're in the Dayton area, or if you're even in Ohio roundabout, you might know what the Phrase Pavilion is.
That's true.
We should try to go see Sheryl Crow at the Phrase.
Yeah, we should.
That would be cool.
You guys should join us.
Oh my god, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, come see us. We'll be there.
Right.
We're going.
Yeah,
we're going. I just decided we're
we did.
going.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Anyway, when he finished his boasting, Samson.
Yeah,
you know?
Samson, the guy that killed 1,000 people with a jawbone
I'm so
of a donkey.
sorry. Like I had to go off topic for a while because it was too.
No,
ridiculous.
it's all right. This whole thing. I mean, we could talk about dildos, and it would be just a lot better than this. You know, as far as like relevancy to the life.
I don't want to talk about dildos.
I'm just saying though.
I'd rather talk about crack cocaine.
Okay.
When he finished his boasting about dildos, he threw away the jawbone, and the place was named Jawbone Hill because, of course, it was. Okay. Why wouldn't it be?
Right. I mean, they have a really they've got a real knack for naming things. Mm-hmm. They just name it for whatever fucking happened specifically there.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's that thing.
Okay, but I mean, we don't exactly name things great either. Like we have a freezer. Yeah. A thing that freezes.
You're right.
Or a water heater. What does it do?
It heats water.
Water.
You are correct.
Yes.
You are correct.
Mm-hmm. Samson was now very thirsty. I mean, I'm always thirsty when I pick up a jawbone and kill 1,000 men.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it every time.
And he cried out to the Lord, "You have accomplished this great victory by the strength of your servant. Must I now die of thirst and fall into the hands of these pagans?" He's like, can a brother get a drink? My God. I had to lift that jawbone.
Wait. But so you're saying that he didn't have faith in God to provide for him? He had to reach out and question him.
Reach out and touch faith.
He had to question God as to whether he was going to be provided for.
No, he was not questioning. He was demanding. He was like, yo, gimme.
Do you think that would have flown with Moses?
That wouldn't have flown with anybody else.
Right?
So this is not real. None of this is real.
Well, it was never real.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not even... It doesn't even stay true to the fucking God that started this thing.
No. So God, being the powerful entity who doesn't kowtow to men...
Right.
...caused water to gush out of a hollow.
Of course, because he loves Samson. Why not?
In the ground at Lehigh.
Yeah.
And Samson was revived as he drank.
Any dude who can kill 1,000 people with a fucking donkey jawbone...
After
deserves to whatever they asked for, right?
I mean, but it's not like he did it on his own. He had magic in him.
Yeah.
God magic.
It was the power of Grayskull.
I know.
Yeah.
So then he named that place the Spring of the One Who Cried Out. And guess what, babe?
What?
Guess what?
What?
Where?
It was the spring because he cried out for water or whatever.
And it is.
It's still here, still there to this day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is still in Lehigh to this day.
Okay. Yeah.
Samson judged Israel for 20 years during the period when the Philistines dominated the land. The end.
That fucking lunatic ruled Israel for 20 years? Jesus
he
Christ.
Did something.
I would not want to work for that guy.
I would be like, I'm out. I need my visa. I gotta get out of this country.
Yeah.
This dude ties foxtails together. He fucking puts a fire in your vineyard for no reason.
Yeah.
And then gets mad if you get mad.
Right.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. All right, so Samson.
What
the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know about him.
I hope
I'm not a fan.
I know, but I still want to know more about. Well, no, it sounds like they were kind of done-ish with Samson, maybe.
I don't know.
Like, because they did the bit where they're like Samson ruled for 20 years, but then
yeah.
But then we know if it's the Samson that we're thinking, like you're like Samson and Delilah. So like, is there more?
There has to be more because I don't think they've said Delilah's name yet.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's 2 Samsons. You don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So this could be like another Samson, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know the answer to that because I've never read the fucking Bible.
No, me neither. So
and if you're with us on this and you've never read the fucking Bible and you're just finding out this craziness like we are today, because damn. But join us tomorrow.
Yeah.
See if there's more Samson.
Yeah. And see if we meet Delilah or if we've already met her and just didn't know it.
Or if we're just going to move on to some other fucking subject.
Yeah.
Because you just never know with this book.
Right. This book is so dumb and whack and all over the place. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So tomorrow is going to be Judges.
Wait, no. Tomorrow is Saturday. So tomorrow will be our Q&A. And then Sunday is our, what's it called? Replay. And then Monday will be Judges chapter 16.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm sure we can come up with some fucking questions.
I have some questions.
Right.
I don't know that I'll find the answers, but I have some fucking questions.
All right. Well, it's kind of cool. We're leaving people on a cliffhanger for the weekend.
Woohoo.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Husband.
Wife.
It's Saturday Q&A.
It sure the fuck is.
Do you have some cues for this A?
I just remember this week was fucking nuts.
It was fucking nuts.
That's all I really got here. Like, Samson, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him.
Okay.
I've got a little tidbit here and there and some fun stuff that we can talk about.
I just can't. I mean, like, I don't even have words for it. This was crazy.
It was definitely over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I would say that this even goes above and beyond virgin birth that we haven't even got to yet.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty. I mean, it's a different kind of crazy, you know. Like this is a donkey jawbone crazy,
right?
And that's never happened crazy.
They're both probably never happened crazy.
Right. But I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, it just seems a little less likely that God came down and put a baby in a virgin woman who was married, and then that was God and also his son, right. And then he killed his son. That just seems less likely than killing 1,000 people with a donkey jawbone. Right. But I mean, I'm just as far as rating likelihoods go. That's all.
Okay.
So
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into it.
All right, let's go do this.
Okay, so before we get into Samson's like magical god power fight thing,
yeah,
we're gonna go
flashback.
Run it back a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yep.
So in Judges chapter 11, we had
like an eon ago.
I know. It was Monday though.
Right.
Okay. So we had mention of a god that we don't recall hearing about, right?
Shit, man, I forgot all about that already.
Yeah, I mean, we were like
Samson just kind of like whatever,
Yeah. We were like whatever.
Sure.
We don't care about gods.
Yeah.
But it was a question. I looked it up.
It was.
And I thought we briefly mention him.
Sure.
Okay, so his name was Chemosh.
Uh-huh.
And he was the god of the Moabites as well as the national deity of the Ammonites.
Ah. Interesting. Okay.
And he was referred to as the abomination of Moab.
Probably not by the Moabites.
You know what? Some of them may have because he was in general a deity along the same nature as Baal.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes they had human sacrifice.
All right.
So, I mean, they may actually have referred to him as an abomination, even as they were like, hey, you abomination, please don't curse us or please help us out.
Got it.
You bad, scary god
love-hate
guy.
relationship type thing.
Yeah. They also even might have built some sanctuaries for him, about him. I don't really know. Like,
so there was buildings that...
Yeah.
Like they had their own tabernacles for this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
Probably where the sacrifices took place. I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
I don't know about all that.
Sure.
So, okay.
So there's that God.
So there's that guy. He was probably also the same as Moloch or Malik. So they were probably the same deity.
Okay.
Or deity.
That was mentioned in the Bible too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Moloch was.
Right. Right.
So I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah. No.
That was
we
early on.
Definitely should have covered that, but you
Yep.
know, like then there was Samson. So I mean.
So now we're going on to Samson.
Samson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay. So in Judges chapter 14, I'm bringing this to our attention because I think we kind of forgot it.
Okay.
And it's actually important.
Okay.
Remember when it was said that he was dedicated to God with a lifelong vow of a Nazarite?
Yeah.
And remember, I was like, what's the difference between a Nazarite and a Nazarene?
Yeah, it actually
and blah, blah,
occurred
blah.
to me the day after that Jesus is from Nazareth and not. Then you said.
But
yeah.
he is the Nazarene. He's
Got
referred
it.
to as the Nazarene.
Okay, all right.
Jesus of Nazareth is the Nazarene.
Right.
But Samson is a Nazarite. And I don't know
the distinction exactly.
Yeah, and I should have looked that up and I didn't. I guess that's a cue for another A or something.
Sure, I'm sure.
So the three main things that happened actually are in direct correlation to him being a vowed Nazarite.
Okay.
First, as a Nazarite, he was to not intermarry with any of the pagan nations around him. And the first thing he did was fall in love with a Philistine woman.
Right.
So that was bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Then he went to a vineyard and he was supposed to have nothing to do with grape products in any form.
Interesting.
And then the lion, when he gathered honey from the dead carcass,
right.
As a Nazarite, he expressly violated his vow, which stipulates that a Nazarite should never touch a dead body or carcass.
Oh, and that's why he didn't tell his parents.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they would have been like, excuse the fuck out of you.
Right, and they definitely wouldn't have partaken in the honey.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. So he did all of these things that counteracted his vow, and yet God still utilized him. And
they didn't really make that clear.
No, they didn't. I mean, it's clear in retrospect once it was pointed out to me.
Sure.
I was like, oh yeah, Nazarites aren't supposed to do that, and that. And he did do that, and that.
Right.
But I had to look that up outside of the Bible.
Yeah, that's.
It would have been clear if you gave a shit and studied this shit religiously, so to speak, or if you lived during that time, you would have been like, oh, excuse you, you're not supposed to do that. You're a Nazarite.
Right.
But for me and you sitting here reading it, it's like, oh yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
important.
Yeah, it is kind of important as far as like knowing where the story's coming from and everything. So, I mean, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, these seem just like random things that were mentioned, and we're like, what the fuck? Why? Who cares?
Right.
And actually, these things were pointed out
for specific reasons.
To show that in spite of the fact that he was breaking his vows left and motherfucking right.
God was still favored him.
Yeah. And gave him
superhuman
power.
Why?
I don't know. We're not there yet, though.
Okay.
So,
because God would have killed anybody. Like, even Moses would not have got away with this level of fucking bullshit.
No. Moses would not at all have got away with any of this.
I've got to say something here, because I was on Twitter and somebody pointed out, a Christian pointed out to me that, Judges is where they show Christianity as everyone's failing and doing things wrong. And I'm like, okay, yes, that's fine. But at the same time, they also are right. God is raising people up, quote unquote. And making them leaders and siding and favoring them.
Yeah.
If he is doing that, and you can't really have your cake and eat it too. You can't. God can't favor somebody and say, well, I don't like this, and this, because in the past you would have just killed the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or not favored them, or sent them running from their enemies, or whatever.
Or buried them in lava.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is bullshit, because
it's not fair.
Essentially, Judges is telling me God does not fucking exist.
Or if he does, that he is not a just God.
Or a very if let's just assume that there was a God. If there was a God, he is in some sort of a very reduced capacity because he is not acting like he used to act. He's not taking care of things like he used to take care of things.
Exactly.
And even at that, when he was taking care of shit, he was doing it poorly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's very willy-nilly, and now it's more willy than nilly.
Right.
And very vanilla-y. So there's that. I have a little bit more.
Okay.
Nothing as powerful as that, though.
Right, right.
Just that he is a bad guy.
Samson?
He's a bad guy.
I mean, I gathered that. He killed a lot of fucking people.
He did, but more than that, I mean, not per my moral code.
Yeah.
Murder is pretty much as bad as it gets.
Top, yeah.
Right? But for these people, worse than murder is he broke his moral code, his people's moral code.
So insofar as the community that he was from, he was a bad person.
Yes.
Got it.
So
he was bad all around.
He was bad all around.
And
even so. And I don't know if we're going to find more as we keep reading, because I try to keep my research very much to just the chapters that we covered.
Right, because we don't want to spoil
anything. I mean, I didn't know anything about this stuff.
Right.
You know, I'd never read, I didn't know anything about what Samson does. I'd heard the name Samson and Delilah, and that is all I knew.
Right.
Is that they are a peanut butter and jelly.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, did you know anything about them?
No, I mean...
So...
no. Again, I think I've heard Samson and Delilah before, but that's about the extent of it.
Right,
so.
Exactly.
So...
Okay, here's a little bit more stuff, though.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, remember how he captured 300 foxes and tied their tails together and
lit torches on them.
And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and they ran through the fucking fields and burned it all down.
Obviously, you know, that's something that it's not likely that could have happened. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
At all.
No.
Right.
So, here are what apologists say... in order to make this be able to have happened.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so the word translated from foxes probably actually meant jackal.
Okay.
And jackals are known to run in large packs, sometimes up to 200.
So he captured an entire pack.
He might have captured an entire pack of jackals, not foxes. Okay, that's point one. Point two, there's nothing that says Samson did this all by himself. So,
but they imply it.
Right.
They imply it because God favors him. He did kill 1,000 people with a goddamn donkey jawbone by himself.
I'm going to get there.
I know, but I was stating that because he did that by himself.
Right.
And so the implication, as far as his chapters go, is that he was doing these things by himself.
So number 3 is there's nothing that he says that he did it all in one day. So we've turned. He captured 300 foxes and tied them all up and lit their tails as torches on fire.
Right.
We've now turned this into Samson and a bunch of his friends captured a pack not of foxes but of
jackals
over the course of several days.
Okay.
So
I mean, so they're trying to make this realistic, but you can't. You can't make a guy killing 1,000 people with a donkey jawbone realistic.
I'm not there yet.
I know.
Let's only talk about the foxes for the moment.
The foxes. Okay, the foxes.
The foxes.
How the fuck do you direct 300 goddamn foxes or jackals into the crops that you want to destroy?
Let me just ask you this: have you ever seen the movie Hatari?
Hatari, no.
It's one of what's that cowboy guy? That cowboy actor guy that my parents
Clint
love.
Eastwood?
No, the other one.
The other one.
You know, the guy.
Yeah.
And he talks like this.
Yeah, John Wayne.
John Wayne, yeah, him. Okay, so it's a non-Western John Wayne, which there are like maybe only a handful of those. Okay, so anyway, part of his team captures a bunch of monkeys in a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they do this is like they put they set off a rocket that carries a net over the tree.
Okay.
But the point being is that it was an ingenious way to capture all of these monkeys that had not been done before.
Sure.
And so that could be how.
Okay.
Okay.
Came up with some ingenious way.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, the movie Hatari, in spite of the fact that I fucking hate John Wayne, I fucking love that movie.
Again, I don't buy it because everything about Samson, they're trying to prove his prowess and how fucking single-handedly he handles shit.
No, I totally agree with you.
I mean,
I totally agree with you. Are we ready to talk about the jawbone?
Let's talk about the fucking jawbone.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The jawbone that Samson found is described as fresh.
Okay.
So it's a fresh jawbone.
Okay, sure.
Okay, and you're like, who cares? What does that matter?
Right.
Well, it probably still has some flesh and skin on it, as well as some teeth.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Who cares, right?
Sure.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay? A fresh bone has more durability and elasticity than a dried up dead bone, like that had been lying around in the sun for a really long time.
Is this like some sort of a justification of how he killed 1,000 people?
I'm not even done yet.
Because,
Ready?
I mean,
no,
1,000 people.
No,
Okay.
Let me keep going.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
And so it made the weapon very formidable. Okay, right now we're just talking about the weapon itself, okay?
Yeah. The donkey jawbone. The formidable donkey jawbone.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
And so it was extremely strong and thick and had a natural handhold between the front teeth and the cheek teeth.
The people that believe this are thick.
They are, okay? But I'm just telling you what I found, okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the donkey jawbones are so durable that there's a musical instrument made out of them that is used in traditional Mexican and Latin American music.
Ah.
The instrument is called the quijada de burro.
Interesting.
Yeah. So just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. That's the jawbone.
Okay.
That's the jawbone. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's how this might have actually gone down. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, there might have been a mistranslation, and he might not have actually killed them. He might have just struck them. Okay.
Okay.
So there's that.
Still.
Okay? Sure. Let me keep going.
Okay.
With his formidable, freshly laundered jawbone.
Right. Okay.
So then there's the fact that he's all tied up, right? So
with new ropes.
Right? Okay. So they probably didn't have any of their weapons drawn, because why would they, right?
Right, sure.
They were also in close quarters.
Uh-huh.
Because they were like all gathered up and getting at him.
Okay, but I want you to picture 1,000 people.
Oh, no, I know.
Close quarters, sure. Okay, sure. But 1,000 people.
Sure.
We lived in a town that had 1,000 people.
I know.
A whole fucking town.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what
I'm just saying.
Okay?
I'm just saying.
Okay, so the people in the back probably could not hear or see, to your point, what was happening in the front.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So they just kept pressing forward.
No one said ouch?
Nobody said ouch, apparently. Okay. Also, in addition to the 1,000 Philistines that were coming at him,
right,
there was also these 3,000 Israelites on the periphery.
Sure.
And so the Philistines were probably very distracted.
Keeping track of them?
Yeah, keeping track of them. So they might not have had their eye on the ball, and then, they will get whacked with the jawbone.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there's that. Okay, final point. Ready?
I'm ready.
This clinches it.
Okay, clinches it, huh?
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
But let's pretend. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
This was on a hill, and Samson was on the high ground, and the Philistines would have had to march uphill the entire way, and so they would have been tired and exhausted. So that's how it happened. So that's what happened. Okay? Do you believe?
I do not. I do not.
No?
There's no fucking way.
Okay, now I have an anecdote.
Okay.
Which I just found tremendously hilarious, being the literary nerd that I am.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so apparently Oscar Wilde was giving a speech or a lesson or something to an American audience, and he became irritated during this lecture.
Yeah.
with the people in the audience uncomprehending what he was trying to say.
Sure.
And so he berated them and referred to them as Philistines.
Yeah.
And then a voice in the back of the room called out, "Yes, we are Philistines, and now I see why for the past hour you have been assaulting us with the jawbone of an ass."
That's a good retort. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I love me a good literary joke.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
That was good redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oscar Wilde.
Right.
You're an ass. And I love Oscar Wilde, please.
Right, sure.
Okay.
I have to say,
Yes.
so, okay, with all of these ridiculous stories that we have encountered along the way so far in the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
I find it really hard to believe that we're having so much fun with this freshly, because I've never heard anybody make fun of these before.
Right.
Like I've literally never heard anybody make fun of this shit.
Me neither.
And I'm hearing this all, like we're
This is
reading
all
this all
new.
for the first time, and I'm like, what the everlasting fuck is going on with the fucking Bible? Because this is crazy.
This is all new material for us.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Right. Like, I would think that as prominent as Christianity is and Judaism is,
Why have we never heard about this?
this? Yeah, this is crazy.
I mean, I know the name Samson and Delilah. I had no idea. We still haven't met Delilah.
Sure.
She's coming up. We
Okay.
haven't met her yet.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's all I know. I've heard the name Samson and Delilah. I never heard anything about no fucking jawbone.
Right.
Why?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, obviously there are, people made that comment in Oscar Wilde's presence or whatever, so it's something that has been known, is known, or whatever for people that read the Bible, I guess.
Okay, but we don't read the Bible, but we know about Noah's Ark.
Right. I feel like there's like a active campaign by religions, by Christianity, to suppress the ridiculousness that is the Bible. It has to be active, because this is so absurd. It's just it's laughable.
Right.
How bad this is.
It's like they got most of the story swept under the carpet, but they couldn't keep them all under there, and so Noah's Ark got out.
Right. Well, and every time I've ever heard anybody talk about the Old Testament, they break it into small chunks,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear them explain away these like one verse things, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't read it all.
Right.
They don't take it all into context. They're like, well, this was this, and this means that, and da 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 da.
This was read to that
and don't
audience.
think of this when this happens, but do this, and da 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 da.
Right.
And I'm like, no, dude, motherfucker killed 1,000 people with a fucking donkey bone? Come on. Come the fuck on. This is some bullshit.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Whatever. So, I'm sorry. I'm just venting a little bit.
I'm a little irate.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, that was some interesting information. I really appreciated that.
You're welcome.
And I guess we're done for today?
We are done for today. Tomorrow is Sunday, and that will be our replay. And then on Monday, we will be back for Judges chapter 16.
We will see you guys then.
Bye. Husband,
Yes, wife?
remember how you told me we're on Patreon now?
Yeah, why?
Because we're starting something new for Patreon members only. Every couple of weeks, we'll cover something in the news, a current event, or something we feel strongly needs to be discussed. And only subscribers get to hear our discussion.
That's right. It's all for our Patreon members as a thank you for their support. Join now for as little as $2 a month to get all of our extra content. Go to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Do it now. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.